This is talking about soul in business, because we're really positioning the whole idea of, yes, the strategy is so important, but it's the soul that really, when you dig down, that's what stops people. And that's what keeps them stuck. They think it's about, oh, I need more information. And what I wanted to hear from you was just your experience of that. And I know it's a little nebulous and it sounds like, oh, just talk about the soul. But what we always say is, at Up Level Academy, is soft is the new hard. So soft, the soul stuff, the stuff that most people dismiss as woo-woo, really creates the hard results. And it really makes much more up-leveling happen, much more steadily and much more sustainably. And I just wanted to hear your take on that, what that's been like for your business.
I certainly found it to be true that no matter how many strategies and ideas I had, I wasn't short on like what to do. I kept running into something, and it turns out it was me. And I could not separate the soul from the strategy, and the strategy kept bumping into soul issues, I guess is the way I would put it. And you probably know this already, but that's the reason I picked you to be my coach.
Because, I didn't know that, but
yeah, that is the reason why. Because I was smart enough to know that Ginger was getting in my way, right? And I needed to be, in order to be able to implement strategy and understand all of those things, I had to get past some of those blocks, and I had to teach myself some new skills and learn how to manage myself. You know?
Well, I love that you said managing yourself, because one of the things that we talk about is managing your energy and managing your spirit and really managing your power. And for some people that sounds so weird and mystical, and yet it's so practical and so daily. And could you speak to the ways in which you've had to learn how to manage your own energy, manage your power as a jeweler, as a metalsmith? Because I know a lot of people think, well, I'm an artist, I'm different. But you've really, really stepped into it and own it and become, you're building an empire, basically. Where does managing your energy, or managing yourself, as you put it, come into that?
It's in the big things and the little things, I think. It's in moments, and it's in my thoughts. It's in knowing, how to proceed when I run into those defaults.
So since I said soft is the new hard, doing this kind of work, doing this sort of soul work with your strategy work, because it's not all been soul, but there's been a lot of it, what kinds of then hard results have you seen in your business and your world?
My custom practice is full. I mean, I have a constant flow of custom projects. I am starting a wholesale division, so I'm going into the wholesale craft market in 2016. I have 2 people who work for me, and I'm shocked sometimes when I remember back to myself when I started this process and compare that to now, and then that gives me real hope for what's coming next.
Do people around you notice all the differences?
They do. They do. They really do. My kids, in particular. Yeah. And they're all young women, and so, that's really important to me, that they see their mom honoring herself.
So I want to brag on you, just since we're speaking about results. This year you're crossing the 6-figure mark in your business.
I am.
And so I just want to have a moment of saying that's amazing. I want to celebrate that, because as an artist, so many artists stay stuck in the struggle of having a business, and they think they're not good at it. And you've obviously mastered that. And I think a lot of it has become about your relationship to your own power. So I salute that and celebrate that for you.
It's true. Yeah, it's true. I'm not any more talented than I was before. It's just that I was talented, but I wasn't powerful.
I love that. We'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.